Special thanks to Professor Hagasaki, Chairman, PG, Department of Commerce, Rani Chennamma University, Karnataka, for giving me the opportunity on this special topic on research methodology. This is an important topic which we need to discuss how the research is important with us and what are the important facts we are having with the research methodology. Friends, this research methodology is basically a way where we feel that criteria of research is essential. We want to know that what are the important aspects which is essential for identifying research and where we need to apply the research facts with more equitable and decision-making tools. Research is basically the research. It is endless process. We need to develop our concepts. We need to develop our way outs and thinking as well for future development, which is more important for the growth, for the success, and for finding out the solution for any problem. Friends, basically we do research to gain knowledge, which is more important because when we want to expand our knowledge, research requires a lot. Whatever previous information we have, whatever updation we want to know, so for that we need research. Research is also required for innovation. Research is also required for development. I'm telling you, in the present scenario, during COVID-19, everybody is affected. We want some medicine, we want some good things to procure all these diseases, procure all the problem which we are having. So innovation requires a lot. That's why the role of research plays an important as acquainted with the present scenario. Similarly, for doing research in our commerce and management, it requires a lot of knowledge and not a lot of, it gives us an innovation as well. Then we come to the development. Dear friends, development requires study, development requires knowledge, and development requires innovation, because without knowledge and without innovation, we cannot develop a single formula or a single policy. Hence, it is important when we want to develop new idea, when we want to develop new policy or new result, it is essential that knowledge is aware. We must be aware about the knowledge. We must be aware about the innovation, latest technology, latest possibilities for finding out the best results. Then it comes to the possibilities. Dear friend, I told you research is a way where we find out the solution of the problems. Some problems are certain, some problems are uncertain. It is applied where there are n number of problems which are uncertain. They are non-probabilistic as well as probabilistics. So we can say that if there is any possibilities and probabilistics, then we can identify with the help of our experience, our knowledge, our innovation, and for development of these problems, and what are the solutions which we are having for acquiring, for solving all these. Then solution. Friend, research is required to get out the solution of a particular problem. It is important. Why we do research? It is essential when we are in problem. So problem identification is one of the most important tool of telling us that why we do research and what is research. Research is not a way that we are just identifying the analysis, identifying the data, identifying the content which we want to do, but it is essential first that how do we start, what actually the research is, and what is an impact. So last come about the impact. That impact is very important for the present scenario. Dear friends, impact gives an overview of the result analysis. That should be social aspect. So the research should be the social benefited towards the society. If we are doing research and we do not have any impact on society, then there is no relevance of the research. That's why it is important that we need the research that is required for the social benefit, for the human development, and for the country's development. If we are not doing any research which gives any social relevance, which gives any social impact, then there is no relevance of any research, and this research should not be valid for publication, for assessment, for development of research candidates as well as the teachers. Then it comes to the concept of research. Basically in research, I prefer to go with the WWW concept. The WWW means why, when, and where. Basically, what is why? That is a big question in our mind, that why we do research. Research gives us the way where we can identify that how the problem can be solved. There are a number of ways. Basically, it is an example with us that we want to prevent the corona disease in present scenario, but still we didn't have any vaccination. Still we didn't have any medicine. Then what we are doing? We are just trying that how can we avoid these problems and how can we recover about all these situations. So we are trying to do it. That is also one of the good example of giving why. Why requires when we find out, when we want a solution of any problem, then research can be done. Similarly, we are having that if any industry is facing any loss, then they do research. That's why there's a compulsory department over there, research and development, and they are focusing on the growth, their company's growth, product innovation, market strategy, as many things. Then we come to the when we do research. It is also a big question mark that when we do research, guys, this when requires when we are in the position to identifying something new. We want to develop something new. We know that there's a problem, and of course on the basis of previous data or previous available information, we can give some suggestion to remove all these problems, to suggest them what are the better ways for developing these things. Then where we do research, it is a big question in the researcher's mind. Majority of people don't know that how do we start the research. So we need to understand first what is the concept of 3A. That concept focuses on why the research is required, when we need to start the research, and from where we need to start the research. So for where, I would say we need to start the research on a particular sector or on a particular problem. Because if there is a problem, then it comes in your mind, the thought-provoking knowledge, thought-provoking problem comes in your mind that the solution is essential, which is required to getting output for the development of the society. If we don't have any good idea in our mind to resolve all these things, then the research cannot be completed in a meantime, and then the output of that research will not be valid. Similarly, we are having some important problems of doing research, and it is of course it's a part of research. There are a lot of hurdles we are having, lot of possibilities, lot of probabilities we are having. So these 5 R's I have drawn for you to identifying that what are the problems we are facing during research. See, when we identifying the content analysis in research, it is essential that we need to resolve the problems. These problems are not related to commerce. These problems are not related to student, but these problems as a commerce student or as a commerce faculty, we need to evaluate that the research can be done to identifying the challenges of a company in a corporate sector, in a government sector, related to workforce, related to employees, related to workers, related to their consumers' attitude, their preference, their taste, the technology impact, the product impact, whether we need to start new product, whether we need to start the product, or what are the new policies for the product, and that product policy will be impacted on the business, what will be the growth on, and what is the impact on the business as well as the society. So these are the basic problems we're having which need to be resolved through research. Then we come to the resilience. Now, what is resilience? Basically, that is a challenge towards getting the financial growth. It is an important part of it. How can we impact it through research? These things can be removed. And what are the various infras we are having to imparting this knowledge towards the operation of a company, towards the financial growth of a company, towards the maintenance and distribution of the company. Majority of students are facing problem that the research, they are unable to develop a criteria. They are unable to develop a problem statement. They are unable to develop a topic as well. So these things are important for identifying through drafting first that they are going to start their PhD or they are going to start their research. So these first we need to evaluate that what will be what we want to resolve means there is a problem. and what are the challenges we are having, that problem should be impacted to other or not. Then it comes to return. That return is also important, dear friends. The return says that if we are doing research, then what will be the result of it? That result should be financial sound. That result should be economically sound, and that result should be, I can say, decision oriented. If we are unable to give decision, then there is no relevance of research at the end of whatever the statement we are giving, whatever suggestions we are giving to the industry, to the government, and to the other associations as well. Then we come to reimagination. Dear friends, the word research, it's itself a new word. That reimagination means whatever data we are having, whatever information we are having earlier, on that basis, we need to prepare a base and try to involve for a future development. That is called reimagination, and it is a most important factor of research when we are doing for the social development, for the country's development, as well as for our self-development. Then it comes to reforms. These reforms are essential for explaining what are the important criteria of giving the financial ads, giving our academically ads, and giving our promotions. Because without these, we cannot survive our presently evaluation system, which is more important for the sustainable development as well. Then I need to focus on it that the concept of 3A is very importantly required, and that 3A requires for giving best result in our research. These concepts, the first A shows awareness. Dear friends, everybody wants to start the research, but we generally don't know that what will be the impact. How can we draw the hypothesis? How can we draw their literature? How can we find research gap? What will be the objective? What is the scope? What is the sampling method? So these n number of questions we are facing without the proper without the proper knowledge of that research topic and initiation. So the awareness is very important. If we are aware about it, that what are the subject area, what is the area of research, what are the sampling techniques and tools, and what will be the social impact, then of course the research will be more oriented, more object oriented, which gives positive results and which gives a true and fair result, which is more important for the society as well as for the country. Then the second comes to the applicability. That applicability is more important as well as the awareness. We know that whether our objective which we have decided are applicable for the present topic, or these are vanished, or these objectives are related with the hypothesis or not, or these are just vague. So it is important whether the objective or whether the topic is associated with any company or not, or the association of any topic, any hypothesis or any objective is associated with the present topic, research topic, or whether it is taken out from the literature. That is very important. Then third comes to adaptability. What is the actual principle? What is the actual way which is more required for our present research? Majority of people, they are unaware about it, that whether the objective are segregated with the hypothesis or not, whether the hypothesis is purely drafted in a good manner or not, whether the hypothesis is linked toward the objective or not. Because at the end of the evaluation and review, that things matters a lot. If we focus on these things, of course, our research paper, our topic, our PhD will be more valuable and will be more I can say suggestive towards the society. Then dear friends, in awareness, I would like to quote these 9 parameters, which is more important. First of all, in research, when we are doing, we need to evaluate that what are the major problems we are having. Why we do research? Normally, we feel that whatever topic we want to take, we can take this topic out of the present scenario, which is available on the corporate sector. But that should not be a compatible part for the research. So always, whenever we want to know, we need to be aware about the problem's conceptual aspect. Then what is the problem conceptual aspect? Whatever problem you want to take, that should be genuine problem. Because the problem should be where already some studies has been completed. Sometimes it happens that some studies have not completed, or whatever the topic is, it is a new topic, developed topic. Of course, you want to give some result that should be more aware about on a particular problem. Then it comes to literature. Literature is more important, my dear friends. we need to understand then which type of literature is required, where we need to identify the literature, what are the other things on literature, whether the literature is nationally or internationally, whether the literature is associated with our topic or not. These are also important aspects which we need to take care of while we are starting the research. Then third comes to the scope, which is very important, as well as the literature. Scope is essential for which you are doing, for which that output is reliable, for which area it is required or it is adopted when you will solve the problem. What will be the suggestion? Where we apply it? So the scope is very important because it requires the parties which are involved in the research, and that output which you suggest them, that will be more important for their evaluation and for their applicability as well. Then it comes to pattern. Dear friends, pattern is very important because it is also a segment which gives you the unity and utility of explaining the way out of your functional area. If you know that where the applicability of the problem and literature can be impacted, and then you can apply it in a better way, then you can draw your objective in a good way, and then you can start your work in a good way, because everybody can understand what are the essential aspects which are more authenticated and more preferable for the development of your research topic. Then next comes to social impact. Dear friends, I would say without social impact, there is no research. Research is required for the society. Research is required for the development. Research is required for the growth. If we do not know that what is the social impact of our research, then we do not accept the challenges and opportunities which are impactable for our present growth. As a researcher, we must understand that whether the topic which we are going to select will be related to the social development, will be related to the economic development, or will be important for the human development. If we don't accept all these things, then it could not be a good favor for the researcher, for the teachers, as well as to the students. I would like to quote an example. Many students contacted me regarding the evaluation factor, regarding the conceptual framework, because what happened, majority of teachers of our fraternity, they send them that, okay, identify the problem. How can they identify? They must having some conceptual background. They must know something literature. They must aware about the pattern of the research which they want to do for the future. So it is important to evaluate everything before going that what will be the impact toward the society and how the impact will be resistible towards the growth of their personal level and the social level. Then it comes to the review. The review is also an important content which is more important as well as the literature. If a person or if a researcher is not acceptable the reviews, then he could not take a good research in future. That reviews require their consistency, their knowledge, their presentation on the basis of past research made by the researchers. So we need to give more important and emphasis on the previous research which was done by other researchers, and it is a base of it, of course. Then we come to relevance. Relevance is important, my dear friends. Often we focus on the relevance because we feel in our country, basically I would like to say, we have a tendency to develop it. What will be the more important of it? We are doing research, whether it will be impacted, whether it will be fruitful for us, or the country is important. So that issue should be developed, that issue should be aware about it, and then after coping up all these things, of course, we need to start our topic, we need to identify the content where it requires. Then it comes to the applicability. Dear friends, research is more important in the aspects relating to the applicability because I believe these 5 or 6 points are more important for the applicable aspect of the research methodology, for the PhD, for the research papers, and for the top journals, ABDC or Scopus. Why they are rejecting? Applicability is more important. They are focusing on the literature. They are focusing whatever the new idea they are having. They are focusing on the innovation, what innovative tool we are having, what quality content we are doing, and what is the brand, because everybody focuses on the brand. The brand requires the references. and plagiarism. Then we have the job opportunities. What are the opportunities we are having? If we are giving some research-based output, then what will be the more impactable? Whether the output is essentially required or adopted by the companies for the growth, and if there is adaptable, then of course there will be a job opportunity for the new researcher, for the new person who are involving in the research part as a student or as a faculty, or of course as a trader or reviewer as well. Then on the other part, we are having the government initiatives. Friends, whatever result we are having, whatever conclusion we are having, whatever result we drawn from our research, this should be importantly adopted by the government. Otherwise, whatever way we are doing, whatever work we are doing on research, it is not applicable. So these things should be kept in our mind importantly. The next of this 3A concept is having the adaptability. Adoption is very important. If we don't adopt anything, we cannot succeed. We cannot sustain in future. So it is essential that adaptability of the research layouts, research decision must be impactable for the welfare of the country, welfare of the student, and welfare of the research institution as well. So the first content I would like to discuss with you, that is welfare. We are discussing about that decision of the researcher is to be taken care of by the welfare. Human welfare, it may be social welfare, it may be country welfare. Because your research is a base which gives the idea and new outputs, new results for developing in a further areas. That your idea will be the base for the next research. That's why the research word is research, searching again and again. Then we have upgradation. Dear friends, and there is a variety of technologies we are having since many years. Day by day, the technological changes are accepted by us. So that upgradation is more required. Whatever policies we are having, whatever methodology we are having, whatever literature we are having, that should be more important for upgradation of that particular topic, for particular inferences which we want to opt after the particular time of research. It is also important for the policy makers. Of course, whatever result you are giving, that result are also a base of the policy making, and importantly for the satisfaction, because if your results are good, automatically the resources and the users are satisfied. If the results are not good, then the financial aid companies, financial institutions, and other companies, other parties are also not satisfied with the work, and might be after some time you feel that of course that work was not relevant and it might be totally denied by the other parties. And also importantly, we are having for the decision making, important aspect of it. See the conclusion and whatever decision you want to opt after your research, that should be used for decision making, for policy making. So all these are the adaptability of our research, and that is important part of it. So if you go with 3A concept, if you are aware about the concept of 3A, then your research pattern, your conceptualization of research, your topic preparation should be in a good manner, and you must develop a good research output. Friends, then we come to the identification of research problem. That identification of research problem requires a lot of things. It requires a lot of conceptual knowledge. It requires a lot of operational knowledge, strategic knowledge, and complex knowledge. I would like to link all these things. See, when we need to identify a particular problem, it requires a lot. I would like to give a number of examples in present time that when in India, people are not used to with the information technology, with the online payment system, online or digital like payment system. But at the time of during COVID-19, we are having, when the outflow of cash is not possible, people have learned. So that is basically the operational part. We need to develop it. So that research is required a lot of efforts, but whatever result we are having, that would be accepted by the society, by the industry, and by the country as well, and which is more important for your policy making. So going with it, the conceptualization is more important. If you don't know what is a concept of any topic or any essential factor you want to take in your research, you could not complete your research in the meantime, and the relevance of your research will not be important for the future as well. Then we come to the operational. It is important. Operational aspects are important for the investors, for the workforce, and for their satisfaction level as well. Everybody is keen to identifying what are the result, what is the return at the end of the day, what is the return, what will be the salary. But they're getting salary, and after the month, if you ask with any employee that are you satisfied with your work, are you satisfied with your home, you can ask anything, then they say might be not satisfied. That satisfaction level requires that how the problem has been designed, and what will be the other parts which are important for your questionnaire framing, important for your interview, important for your data collection. That is important. Then it comes to the strategic part. At the strategic level, whatever output you want to give, that should be meanable for the policymakers. Otherwise, there is no relevance. Whatever you want to do research, it has no impact. It will be put in the dustbin, and it has no relevance, friends. Then it comes to complex problem. Dear friend, complex problem is a problem where we don't know what will happen and what will not happen. So at the end of a day, when we want to opt any complex problem, like I can say, there's example of we can took an example that we want to do a study on male harassment. Can we do it? There are a number of possibilities we are having, a number of problems we are having. Can we do it? What is the stress level at home? Can we do it? Male harassment at home. Can we do it? So these all are the aspects which are more important, which are more complex. So accessibility of these problems are essentially required for setting up, for identifying the research way out, more importantly, for their research essentials. Then we come to the main elements. Friends, identifying the research problem requires 5 important areas and 5 important elements, we can say. Number one is of area. The area is essential. As a student or as a researcher, when we want to do research, we need to understand what is our area, where we want to research, whether it will be medical sector, whether it will be cement sector, whether it will be education sector. So the area is required. That area gives you the strength of applying your sampling, applying your objective, applying your hypothesis, and testing as well. Otherwise, we could not identify. So the area you need to identify first, what will be the problem in a particular area, so that you can evolve, you can find the decision for the benefits. Then secondly, we are having the literature. Friend, literature is very important. Majority of research paper are rejected on the basis of literature, because people are not giving, even they are not aware that how the literature should be used for the present research. So literature is essential content, and that literature requires your present knowledge, your conceptual knowledge, your I can say available resources which you want to take. That literature can be in the form of book, in the form of e-journal, in the form of e-material, in the form of any research paper, in the form of any thesis, or anyway. It can also be taken as a music video, as a lecture, as a discussion, as a recorded, as a picture, anything you can take, because it is a document you want to take as a base for your future research. That is important. Then we come to gap. Friend, this is a backbone of research. If there is no gap, it means there is no research. And we can identify the gap on the basis of the literature available. So that literature is essential when we go with the present and the past available situations and the information for which we are availing the gap. The gap is required, and we can draw that gap out of reading, out of reviewing of the literature, and we can find that where we want to start our work for future. Then next comes to the scope. Scope is also important. Earlier I told you that when we want to start our research, that research requires that what will be the important aspects of that topic. Whether the topic is important for banking sector, or in banking sector if we are taken, then who will be more benefited? whether the study is of employee, whether the study of customer, whether the study is of top level managers. So these things must be important, and for which we need to explain, and accordingly we need to impart the knowledge, as well as we need to get suggestions for the development, for the developing of our topic, and for the development of the research problem. Then it comes to tools. Tools are essential. We need to validate our result with the help of some statistical tools. How can we implementing all the statistical tool, because we are not statistician? Of course, we are having the softwares called SPSS or open access softwares, but we must be aware about that how and where we need to apply these tools and techniques, or how can we get the results, what is the way out of it, how we withdraw, how we draw the result or inferences, what will be their explanation. So this is also important, because we know we all are not statistician. So if you believe we need to take help from some statistician or our seniors, that which tool is more required for present topic and what will be the more impactable for the present topic and present status of our research, which is essentially required. Then it comes to the area, guys. There are 4 important areas, as I believe, in a research identification. First is a problem statement. Majority of student and researcher don't know that what is the problem statement. They believe that whatever the research topic is called a problem statement. The problem statement normally requires what actually the problem we are facing, for which, or the problem who inculcate us to do the research. That matters a lot. And that is essential for the stage of research. I can say it is a primary stage, because whatever evoke us to do the research, that is important. It is enlighten us. So that can we say that it is a problem part. We can do a common study, whatever the waiting line theory we are having on the Big Bazaar scheme. Why the customer is standing in a line? Can we do more research on it? Of course, we can do. What is the waiting line system on basically we are having on the toll plazas? What will be the system of we are having? So the reservation system in IRCTC, how we are having to allot, they are allotting the seats. Whether we are opening the window, we are identifying that there are 62 seats, but when we are entering all these things, all seats are academic, and we didn't get a single seat. So these problems are important. So what is the problem statement? That problem statement on a particular topic should be, do you want to aware about it? What are the problem you have and how you can resolve it? These must be identified in the area of special research. Then also the literature. I had already discussed about the variety and variation of research and how the research can be developed, literature can be used, and where it can be applied to identifying the particular problem. It is essential for literature review. Then it comes to the methodology. The methodology is also important, friends. It requires your sampling study, your sampling, your data collection method, your application area, your limitation. All these things are important. And then it comes to your tool. Which tool is more suitable for your research? Which tool is more suitable for your present topic? That is also important for explaining the way out of your research identification. And also it is important to identifying the steps which we are taking for doing research. This PPT I prepared for you to explain the way out or some steps which are more important for starting a research to reaching on a particular topic, which is acquainted with a particular objectful identification of a particular situation. See, friends, the first step, when as a researcher we want to start with the first step, that is called identification of subject area. Subject area essentially required, we need to evaluate in which area we want to do study and how the study can be started. Then out of the section, we have that problem identification. In a particular area, what is a major problem which our public, which our society is facing? If we don't know, then we need to take survey. We need to survey about it in a particular area that where the problem exists actually. We can take example in present time, which will be the more efficient business. What will be the which organization will be completely discontinued after COVID-19. These are also part of it. So we need to take care of all these awareness system. We need to aware about all these things. For the second step, problem identification. Then it comes to third, that is literature. We need to collect literature. We need to collect the literature from TV sources, from earlier printed journals, newspapers, pictures, movies, anything, whatever you want, you can use. There is a myth that we need to take only the published research journals. It is not so. If anybody has written anything, but you need to mention their time, their publication detail, whether it is listed or not listed, it doesn't matter. Because that publication, published document is more important for you for your literature. So there's a third stage. When it comes to research methodology, the research methodology consists of your tools, techniques, your sampling method, your sample size, your identification of your universe, and whatever the area or the companies which you want to select it as in top. Then the new way of it comes on the next step is data collection. Data collection starts when you complete your research methodology. Without methodology, you cannot start your data collection. But majority people start preparing questionnaire from the day one. They start collecting data from day one. Whether they are not aware about the topic, whether they are not aware about the hypothesis, what will be their objectives. People think that after the data, they can reschedule their objectives, their hypothesis, but it is not a proper way. You need to first set all the hypotheses, all the objectives in your methodology, then you can collect the data that will be more reliable and genuine for your good research aspects for the social development. Then the next to the data processing and analysis. Data processing and analysis is also an important aspect of explaining the tools, applying the tools statistically and other tools which are more important for categorization, for classification of your data which you have collected, maybe through questionnaire, maybe it is a primary data, maybe it is a secondary data. So these are important. If you do not know which type of data you are, you cannot bind your research in a proper way. And of course, it will vanish your work, it will be rejected, it will gives you a big problem because it is not a proper way to explain. So that is also important that your data processing and analysis should be in a proper way. Your inferences should be good. These inferences must be tested on some statistical tool, and the inferences way out or whatever conclusion you have, that conclusion must be based on research. Normally, we identifying that whatever conclusions and suggestions generally students and researchers are giving, these are common. Remember, whatever decision you want to give, whatever suggestion you want to give, these suggestion comes from your research work. Then there is a more important aspect. Then your work will be more reliable and it will be more recognized by the top associations. Then at last, second last, we are having finding and conclusion. But normally, people think that it is the last situation. No, my friends, I would say finding and conclusion is the second last stage of your research. What we are having earlier from step 1 to step 8, whatever we do, whatever we did, these are the steps which are essentially important for you because in this step, we give suggestion on the basis of whatever work done by us. I believe after that, it is important and that will be the last step. We need to publish and communicate the results toward the society. If our research work is good, then it will in a good publication house, then it gives a more impact, more associated output of our present research. Friends, I would like to share one important thing with you all. If our work is not genuine, we cannot publish in a very good manner in a good journals. You know the present situation of India. UGC careless journals and Scopus journals, web, web of science journals are more important. why the indexing is required. We know the UTC and HRD ministry is required to is focusing on develop good research. The good research are published in good journals, and automatically recognize. So try to do it and try to publish it in a good journal so that your work will recognize not in national aspect but internationally. It will be important for you. You will fly like a sparrow. Then friends, come to formulation of research problem. Very important part and very typical as well, because our students don't know what is and how we draw the research problem. How can we formulate of it? So these 5 important aspects we are having for explaining and preparation of your research problem. Number 1, literature review. You need to aware about it. You need to study the literature review before formulating your problem. You need to you must identify your research gap out of literature review. You must draw the objectives, clear objective. Your objective should not be 10 and 11. There are only 5 objectives which are more important, which are impactful for research. These are sufficient. And the hypothesis. I saw many PhD theses during evaluation that they had 25 or 30 hypotheses. It's not necessary. You must have only 1 or 2 or 3 hypotheses are sufficient. You can do it. So hypothesis designing is also important and gives you proper way out of explaining your research. Then it comes to methodology. Friends, methodology is very important. It is my humble request, those who are students who are listening to me, that they need to take care of research methodology. If you are not aware, ask your seniors and search what and how the methodology will be helpful in the present research. Because if your methodology is good, you can get the data easily, you can impart the data, you can impart the decision and inferences for the development of your research, and your work will be recognized in a good manner. Then we come to review of literature. Friend, these aspects are very important in review of literature. During the review of literature review, we know that what are the essential aspects we are having. These aspects are, there are 5 important aspects we are having during the literature. Your literature should be based on a specified and unique area. Suppose you want to do research on consumer attitude. So your research should be on attitude basis. It would be better if you are taking your attitude on FMCG company, then go with FMCG. If you are taking with your some any IT company, then go with specially IT company. That is more important because that gives you the proper research gap. Otherwise, you will not find the proper research gap and your research will not be recognized. Then we come to the literature. Briefly, you need to try to get your literature latest by last 10 years. It would be more beneficial if you take recent literature. That will give you latest idea about it. What type of research was done by others earlier. That is more important. You can take international literature as well, but they should not be focused majorly. Because whatever area you want to try to get that literature of your area, then you can identify the factors and then the decision would be for your society, which is more important for you. If you will take all international literature or some national literature, then of course it will not be because the demographic area is different. That research is totally disimpactful for your growth. Then it comes to the evaluation of tools. Whatever tools they have used, whether you want to opt these tools or you want to opt some new tools for the evaluation and assessment. That's also an impact part for it. And then we come to the assessment of methodology. It is essential because without methodology, you cannot develop your research work and literature can be identified. And it also gives you a good impact on the research gap. Friends, after doing it, essential content we are having, that is research gap. That gap is also required out of these 5 important things. What is basically what is gap? A gap means what studies have been done earlier and what you want to do and what is the gap. That gap, that bridge is essential on the basis of these 5 topics. First is, we can say the content which we have want to opt it, whether the study has been made or not. Like I say, I need to evaluate the study on kitty parties, the role of microfinance in through kitty parties, so whether the topic was there or not. If not, it means there's a gap. We can do it on the microfinance through kitty parties. Also, it's impactable. Then the objectives. whatever objective you want to, of course, it may be taken care of earlier or not. It is also a cause of a research gap. Then we come to the methodology. Of course, whatever method, whatever sampling technique we have used, it also comes it comes under the tree, under the umbrella of a research gap. Then tools are also important part and the sampling method. Of course, there have been categorization. The limitation of particular problem, the limitation of previous work is also taken care of that particular research gap. Apart from it, I would like to say the demographical factor is also important for the research gap. You can took it, whatever suggestion they are giving, but it is based on a particular area, particular demographic profile. That's why we can take all these content in a research gap, and after evaluating all, you can develop a good research gap for your present research. Then we are having these steps, my dear friends. These steps are essential because without these steps, we could not compile the evaluation and assessment of your research. These are, importantly, we are having introduction. You must be aware about the introduction with the help of references. Friends, it's important. You want to draw your introduction, whatever the matter is, whatever the content is, but if you don't know that what proper references is to be given, your work is totally bad. It would not be accepted by anyone. It will be rejected by the experts. So please be aware. Then comes to review of literature, I had already discussed. Then come to research gap. Now the objective and hypothesis. These objectives and hypotheses must be interlinked. These must be interlinked. If it is not, then there is no relevance of your present research and it would not be explainable for your growth of your topic. When it comes to scope, I have already discussed that scope and research methodologies are important. When it comes to data analysis and interpretation, findings, and at the end, whatever limitations are there, the limitations can be the gap of new researcher. If your limitations are there, then these limitations can be a gap for the new researcher. And at the end, I would say your bibliography should be perfect. If you not include your bibliography perfect, then my friends, there will be a big question. You cannot get your citation. It is a good way of giving your international recognition. If your bibliography or referencing is good, then of course your identity, your prestige will move internationally and importantly. Friends, after that, I would like to say that these identification and formulation of research problem is not a big task. Think, resist, and impart. I would say first you need to get knowledge of it. After the knowledge must be evolve all these things and where the thing apply. And it's my humble request with all of you. If you're a researcher, if you think that something should be good for the society, try to accept more pointed out problems which are essentially required for the development of a country, development of the society, and development of a present problem. If your problem is not good, you could not do research, you could not do the content, you could not do way out. Thank you so much. Thank you for my presentation. I would like to say, if you have any query, you can contact me with this. And at the end, I would like to thanks to the organizer who give me opportunity for being touching with you. Thank you.